I'm Lexi Minetree. I am playing Elle Woods. We are here on the set of Elle, and this is All Access. So it starts in 1995. Young Elle Woods, she's 16 years old. She has the perfect life in Bel Air, and something happens with her dad where he botches a nose job and they have to lie low in Seattle.
Elle, we're moving to Seattle.
No. It doesn't sound right. If anyone doesn't know, Seattle in 1995 is the heart of the grunge movement. Pretty in pink Elle Woods in the grunge movement is quite a fun thing to witness, and she's definitely thrown for a loop.
Hello, I am Jennifer Powell, and I am the head of the department of makeup on the TV series Elle. Approaching the makeup for Elle Woods, I went to, of course, the original series of Legally Blonde. I was inspired by Sex and the City, Reality Bites, Cameron Diaz. Her makeup is relatable. It shouldn't distract. It shouldn't be satirical. It's a clean approach to a young girl that just loves her little beauty routine. We're able to sort of do a lot of prep to sort of keep the skin looking great and fresh all day. So Lexi is so good at taking care of her skin already. She came to me with beautiful skin, which I'm grateful for. But we go to the Skin Girls and Lisa Marie, and she gets her beautiful facials done there. We go and get tans regularly at Tancouver. Yes, it's called Tancouver. And that also minimizes Lexi's chair time, and she always has that California girl glow. Then I went back to my MAC roots for the 90s, and MAC has been incredible at sort of really supporting sort of the whole classic 90s makeup. So these are some classic. We've got Just here, Tracks, Hoax, Pink Swoon by MAC for that California innocent flesh of Elle Woods that we love. Lexi's favorite mascara is waterproof L'Oreal Paradis, and we go through a lot of that. And classic 1995 Benetint, I love it. I think it gives Lexi, like, it's a long-lasting lip, it's a stain, and it gives her a really natural lip because she's 16. We're not trying to gild the lily, as I say. And Buxom in Danny. I think this is our third tube of Buxom in Danny. It's amazing when I am on location and people sort of see the makeup bag for Elle and they're like, what's that lip gloss? Osea, it's clean, it stands for Ocean, Sea, Earth, and Air. This bottle was actually in Legally Blonde too.
We do have the classic Frenchies, the French tips. Ooh.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
We weren't going for anything modernized. We wanted a thick squared nail, just like I wore in 1985. That's our inspo, classic French, you know? And baby pink on the toes.
Which I picked off, by the way.
Oh.
There's only like 3 toes left.
I was hoping you would do that.
I really wanted to capture her voice and her movement because it's so specific. Because she's not a Valley girl. A lot of people, I feel like, might think that Elle's a Valley girl, but she is not. But she has this rhythm to the way that she speaks. So I would watch the movie and I would write down her little isms and how she would react to things and her highs and her lows, and when she had certain emotions, her voice would go a certain way. And so that was really exciting to me because I've never played a role where I kind of was copying someone else or playing an homage to them. So one of the most iconic lines is, "What, like it's hard?" But the way Elle says it is, "What, like it's hard?"
What, like it's hard?
So it has like an arc to it. It's really hard to say, so I would just practice every day drilling it in. So now I feel like whenever the cameras start to roll, I just drop into it. Today we're filming episode 6. We're doing some of the detention scenes, which is so fun because it's an homage to the Breakfast Club. And it's one of the first scenes where we all get to be together, all the young cast members, and we just have a grand old time together. Wait, they're coming in, who's in? Okay, so that's Jacob. He's like, he's playing Miles. He's camera shy. And then we have Chandler at the end. She's the best. She plays Kimberly. She's nothing like her character, which is amazing. Kimberly's really mean, and Chandler is the sweetest human known to man. Love you. Normally I just do my script work during this time. I have my little system with my little tabs. I go through each episode, each scene.
You did have a playlist.
I did, you're right.
You did make a playlist.
I do have an Elle Woods playlist.
And it's a great playlist.
That is pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
We have Material Girl by Madonna, Supermodel by Jill Sobule, Hold On by Wilson Phillips. We got a little bit of Alanis Morissette, Elton John, Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Hootie and the Blowfish, Only Want to Be With You. That's definitely a me pick. I just had to throw it in though. The Promise by Win in Rome. I photoshopped a little picture. Putting my PR degree to use.
Did Reese give you any helpful advice?
She did. She's been so wonderful this entire process. She sent me this little clip of Elle, and she was saying how in the clip, she's always soft, but always fierce. And she stands up for herself. And even though Elle is such a kind, caring person, it doesn't mean that she lets people walk all over her. I think that is what stuck out to people so much about Elle Woods, because she has those different sides to her. I think people think that someone who's very feminine and cares about style and their looks and who is kind, they aren't strong or they're naive. I just don't think that's the case. I think that is her superpower. And Reese is the one who reminded me of that, to keep that in mind.
This is the part where Lexi goes down to hair. And then after hair, we will just do one more little zhuzh. But this is the Elle Woods Glow.
What is that shield? Hey!
What a wonderful angle.
And you still look amazing. Hey, Zach.
Oh, Zach joined the party!
Some people wear wigs to the show, but not me. It's all natural, baby. This is the lovely Flo, who is the one who makes my head look gorgina.
Hi, my name is Florencia Cepeda. I'm head of the hair department on the series Elle. You'll see in the beginning of this series, when we see the opening of Elle coming to the school, you're gonna see a lot of bleach blonde box dyed color, and we actually went in with real box dye, so it would give it that 90s untoned look. Like, hey, I just bought this at the store and I decided let's go for a new look. It's not perfect, it's perfectly imperfect. It's real. Part of the series takes place in Bel Air. So we had a lot of inspiration from 90210, Melrose. And then when we came to Seattle, it's more Seattle grunge, things that are a little bit more lived in, things like Grown Out Roots. A lot of our inspiration came from shows like My So-Called Life. We do have some cast wearing wigs. I won't say who, but the wigs that we do use are great. They're amazing. I wonder if anyone's gonna be able to tell, because I know that there was a few times that I heard the whispers of some people that they thought were wearing wigs that maybe weren't. So I think that's gonna be fun to see if people can figure it out. As you see here on the mirror, we have a lot of different images of Elle from Legally Blonde, the movie. So we wanted to make sure that we incorporated many different styles, and a lot of the styles that we did were intentional. So there's some moments of maybe a little bit of wanting to fit in, a little bit of rebellion, a little bit of frizz from the weather. We just wanted to make sure that we added a lot of the timeless looks. If you notice in the movie, Elle does a ton of different hairstyles, and they're not necessarily geared towards any era, they're just timeless looks. So we wanted to incorporate that when designing Elle's hair on the series. A lot of this episode is based in detention. Elle actually didn't legally get into detention, she just just chose to do it for the cause. So she's in there, and the kids are causing a lot of ruckus, but it's for a good cause. Well, we love to use a few different volumizing products. It's the Grandiose Hair Plumping Mousse by Orbe. Another product that we love, we spray through the hair, it's the Bumble and Bumble Thickening, and it's the blue bottle. We love this for texture and volume, and it's also a bit of a treatment, so it helps with protecting the blonde hair, because as you can see, she's been through many processes. Her hair is in great condition, but she's naturally a brunette. She's quite brunette, so it's a process. Yeah, she's brunette.
Brunette.
How long did it take you to get her to this color?
It was a huge process. So she had a little bit of color correction that we had to do. We had somebody fly out from LA. I guess it's one of Reese Witherspoon's hair colorist. She flew out here, did a few color corrections. We were in the trailer for hours. We got to a good starting point. We wanted to give her a little bit of a break. So when we transitioned to go a little bit lighter, managed to do it here in-house. A total of, I think, 3 sessions to be where we wanted it to be.
Flo's not afraid of a challenge.
I'd say probably one of the most challenging parts of the series is maintaining her roots, almost like trying to work with the lighting, because if you notice the scenes that are based in LA, they're very bright and very glowing sun. But then when you get to Seattle, things are very moody and dark. It's gloomy, rainy. So we noticed that even if she had a fresh roots, you're gonna see a shadow in her base. So kind of trying to balance that out. We sometimes will go in with like powders to just kind of take away some of that edge of the shadow of the lighting. She gets her hair done probably every 2 weeks just to maintain her natural looking blonde aesthetic. With this particular style, we wanted to just make sure that we blew out some of that texture. Of course, you could see it's not like perfectly smooth, but we just wanted to get to a good base so that when we added the curls, it would be nice and smooth. One of the products that we use for heat styling, it's a protectant, it also helps to hold the curl, is Redken Hot Set.
My favorite hairstyle is anytime Flo gives me a middle part. The side part really throws me back to my very awkward, real high school days, but Flo does a beautiful, beautiful job with it, so I accept it with grace and gratitude. And there's been a couple times we've done this look where we pin it back and we put little clips and stuff.
I love that.
Butterfly clips. It's kind of like if you see that picture right there with Elle when she's in the pink. It's just such a classic Elle look. It makes me feel so cute.
It is quite flattering, I love it.
Yeah.
Skin is looking really good.
Thank you, yeah. I'm an acne prone girl, so that can be tough, especially in the film industry. But you do what you can, and I'm just very lucky to have a good team around me. And sometimes you just accept it. You're like, you know what, I'm playing a teenager, and there's gonna be days where, you have a little fun little texture to it. And it's very human.
They should write that into the script that Elle gets a pimple.
Elle gets one singular pimple. They should, season 2.
Season 2.
Ooh.
Hi, my name is Sophie Durakoff, and I am one of the costume designers on Elle.
Hi, I am Sarah Biblow, and I'm a costume designer on Elle.
So I was the original costume designer on the Legally Blonde movies, and I think, the very big difference was in the original movies, we are in Beverly Hills, we're in Harvard, then we go to Washington, and we're with an Elle who is going to college and then going into the workforce. We are going back in time to 1995, and so that is a whole cultural shift, and we're looking at things through a different cultural lens.
The 90s references that we used for this Elle was truly like what was going on in pop culture. We looked at Brigitte Bardot, we looked at Claudia Schiffer. I mean, if you think of 1995, supermodels literally ruled the world. So a lot of that was kind of what would be on her wall, who she was looking at as a 16-year-old. Elle's detention look actually has an amazing story behind it. We found this vintage one-shoulder knit top that was from the 90s that we were all obsessed with. But we do have this arc for Elle throughout the season, and her color tones shifted throughout the season. So it really just wasn't the color that was right, but we couldn't let go of the fact that this shirt was just incredible. So I immediately was on the phone with our custom knitters and our dyers, and we remade, this nostalgic piece in the color tone that we wanted, and it went perfectly with the vintage Chanel belt that she wears.
Oh yeah!
I think those are from the original movie, and then there's the blue cloud robe that she wears when he breaks up with her.
Oh yeah.
And you could say that was in your Bel Air bedroom when you were getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, that's true. Some of the original clothing, I wear it. Smack. Hi, well this is the finished look. As you can see, we have a classic 90s off the shoulder moment. One arm warm, one arm cold. We love to see it. We got some boosted flip-flops, sandals. I'm quite a shorty, so that's always nice to have. And of course, we got a cute little vintage Chanel belt as well. My favorite part of this look is the watch. It is Hermes, which is fancy. And look who I ran into.
What are you guys doing here? No idea you were coming to work today.
Can you guys introduce yourselves?
We sure can.
Please, pretty please.
Hi, I'm Gabby Policano and I play Liz.
And I'm Chandler Kinney and I play Kimberly.
We all sort of have the Seattle grunge thing going on, with the exception of our sweet, sweet, sweet Princess Pink here. I have a Walkman that I carry around with me everywhere. It's my favorite thing ever. It's a cassette player Walkman. I love it. You're super 90s.
I'm super 90s, flannel everything every day,
Doxies.
chip nail polish, which I love the juxtaposition of like my nails to Lexi's. Totally different worlds here.
And I also have hands.
So right now we are standing in the hallway for our school, which is called Rainier West High, which is a little Easter egg for those of you who want to think about it a little bit.
The letters, maybe.
RW.
Maybe think about some letters.
You know.
Think about some iconic people who have played Elle Woods in the past.
Yeah.
Some boss lady.
Some boss lady.
Our boss.
As you can see, this is my locker. Ta-da!
I throw a lot of dirty looks towards Elle in this hallway. It's my favorite place to do it. And I also
Write some naughty words.
I add my own touch to Elle's locker. I think I just enhance it a bit.
Yeah,
you know?
enhance,
decorate.
vandalize.
Decorate
Right.
is another word.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That I think is appropriate in this scenario.
So we have one final Easter egg.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Mom. Ta-da! Elle still uses the same pen. Okay, they're calling us to set. We have to go.
Thank you, Allure.
We love ya.
Can't we